Alright guys, I thought I'd bring you along with me today and show you how I plan to use up some leftovers and kind of turn it into something different and interesting so the kids will want to eat. Like technically the same meal twice, but in a little different twist. So I have some leftover taco meat and I don't have like enough for everybody to have a taco. So I thought, what can I do with that? I also have literally like a half a serving of Mexican rice. So I am going to turn them into little Mexican flatbread pizzas, which is awesome. The kids like to have their own pizza, which is kind of fun for them. And sometimes I let them build their own, but today, because I'm filming, I thought I'd do it by myself. Get done a little cleaner. In addition, I am going to add, I had just this little tiny bit of cream cheese left, so I let that soften to room temperature or so. And then I'm going to mix in some taco seasoning, like a taco dip. That's what I'm gonna do for the sauce and help the meat and stuff stick. That's my plan anyway. So, all right, go ahead and get this mixed up. And then I also have to do the work to shred my cheese. Fresh shredded cheese to me is so much better than the pre-shredded cheese, but I often take the shortcut. It's not, I'll do it when I can, you know. I do prefer it. And I have a brick of sharp cheddar and a brick of Munster, so that's what I'm using. They both melt really well. Good mix together. Okay, just maybe a little more. You don't need a ton of any of the ingredients either, so I'm trying to kind of use up what I have and make the best of it. And I don't think I've ever made the kids like Mexican pizzas like this, so they'll be excited for something new and different. If you have any other tips on how you kind of turn your leftovers into something else, let me know in the comments below, because I struggle with that. I don't always come up with creative ways, and I feel like we waste way more food than we should. Certain things that the dog can eat, he'll get instead of me throwing it away, but some things he can't. Like my dog's allergic to chicken. He can't have anything that has chicken or chicken products in it. So those items, if we don't eat them or repurpose them in a new way, they get wasted. And I live in a family where nobody else really cares for leftovers as much as myself, so it's kind of a struggle. But if I turn it into something different like I am with this, everybody eats it. So I just need help in that creativity department. All right, so we got some cheese shredded up. Try and mix it up a little bit. You could also put a little bit of taco seasoning in your cheese. That helps give it more of that, like if you buy the Mexican blend, I feel like that's all that really is. But we have enough taco seasoning in the cream cheese and the meat, so we don't really need it. And so I don't have to wash another dish, especially this huge pan. I just line it with tin foil. We'll see how many I can fit on here. Probably 3. Maybe more. Oh, I got way more than 3. This package of naan breads we get from Costco, and they are incredible. We all love to eat them just warmed up for a few seconds in the microwave with just butter. Oh my god. Or gyros and all those things. Super delicious. So I'm just gonna put just a tiny kind of thin layer of the cream cheese and taco seasoning. Kind of helps as the glue to help the meat stick. Now, if you don't have yourself a baby spoon, I suggest you go out and buy them. My kids are 9, and I have a lot of babysitting babies that come over, but even if I didn't, I would probably still keep my baby spoons because they fit perfectly in your minced garlic jars, which is one of my things I use all the time. And it's just so easy to mix in like smaller bowls like this, so you don't have to make a huge bowl dirty for such a small amount. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But I love it. Oh, they're just cute. They work. Instead of the cream cheese mixture for my own, I'm going to use fat-free refried beans. To use as my sauce. And I had it opened up from taco night and would like to use some of it up if I can. I like it just plain too, but makes it more fun and interesting if we're all eating something new. So we have, all of them are covered with that. I'm probably gonna end up reusing the same spoon that I did with the cream cheese for everybody else's to put a little bit of however much rice I can get onto each one. Just a little bit. Break it up a little. I'm not warming anything up. It's all just cold out of the fridge because it's all gonna go in the oven to heat up and cook through, so. Nobody has any expectations on how they're supposed to look, taste. Yeah. So I always think that's a win too. So if it comes out edible, I win. I win. It's a mom win for the day. Now, so I don't cross-contaminate my meat and my cheese, I'm gonna do the taco meat with my bean spoon. Just sprinkle some on here. And then disperse it as evenly as I can. I think this is going to be a fun lunch. Let's do the cheese on the cheese eater pizzas. I'm not going to do a ton of cheese just because I didn't want to shred that much, so I'll just do with however much works. I use up. I guess maybe I am doing a lot of cheese. Being from Wisconsin, it's like, oh, that's not that much. I watch other videos and I'm like, wow, they're very light on their cheese. But I guess being from the cheese state, we eat way more cheese than we ever probably should. But we sure do love it here. Beautiful. Right, now I'm gonna grab my dairy-free cheese for mine. All right, and for mine, my favorite bread that I've tried so far is this Violife. This one is just like cheddar shreds, and it's free from soy, gluten, lactose, dairy, nuts, and preservatives. I'm allergic to dairy and the most common preservatives, so it's harder for me to find things that I can eat without having some sort of allergic reaction to it. So this cheese tastes decent and it's a safe food, which is super important to me. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get these in the oven. I don't know, I think I set it to 375 and we'll try 10 minutes and we'll come check on them. And I'll let you know how they turn out. Okay, we have a few minutes left on our pizzas, our Mexican pizzas. So I thought I would get the trays ready. The kids really enjoy eating their lunches on these trays. So when I do. You do what you can to make those kids happy, right? Okay, I'm just gonna be kind of lazy and chop this right out of here so I don't have to make too big of a mess. Now the only two, well, I'll make a little more. There's gonna be 3 of us that will eat romaine and 1 that will eat spinach. You know, kids eat what kids will eat, you know? So, I get just a little bit of lettuce. I like it kind of chopped nice and fine. Makes it easier to get in your mouth. For adults and kids, of course. So, quick little chop here and there. Perfect. So, let's see, one of them will eat lettuce. Give him a good amount of lettuce on his. The other one likes spinach. Now, the weird thing about this one, oh, we got a couple of yucky ones, let's see, is she doesn't like to eat anything with her spinach or touching her spinach. She just likes the plain spinach leaves. It's weird. She's weird, I know, but makes her happy, we do it. Gets her to eat some vegetables, I think it's a win. So I'm just gonna give her a couple. I don't want to fight every lunchtime, so we get whatever fruits and veggies we can, and we're happy with it. they will grow up just fine one way or another. So, okay. That. And now everyone's also going to get cut up an apple to share. Some scraps. Our pizzas will be done in just a minute, and I'll show you how I get it all plated up in the end. You know, just a quick question. How many pizza cutters do you have in your house? I have 2. Seems like enough for a family of 4. Are either of them ever cleaned when I actually need them? No. Do I want to dig through my sink full of dishes to look for them? No. So, handy dandy kitchen shears to cut these pizzas like into 4s, and that is what's gonna happen today. We'll tackle the dishes later. You guys, these pizzas are literally perfection. They're crispy on the edges, kind of soft in the middle, but you can still pick it up and hold it. Oh, they smell so good. All right, so that is the plate for the kids. Actually, you know what? I think I might throw in a little bit of a treat on there. And give everybody a blueberry cheesecake muffin. So, and for mine, everybody else is gonna have plain sour cream. And I bought a brand new brand of dairy-free sour cream. Now, there's like specks in it, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but it doesn't taste bad. It definitely tastes a little weird. But I'm gonna go for it anyway, because I bought it and it was like $4. So I'm just gonna, I'll probably cut mine up too. Just cut everybody's. Now my fake cheese doesn't really melt very well, but at least it tastes like cheese. I'm used to it. Takes a lot to get used to fake cheese, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. My plate's not as fun. So I'm doing a little bit of lettuce. I'll pile some sour cream onto the side. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pile mine all on top. We'll see how it goes. Maybe bring a fork with me. A little bit of sour cream on each one. Perfect. And oh, I forgot Madison's sour cream. Make sure we don't put it by her muffin because she won't eat them. Ta-da! Lunch reusing your leftovers and making them new and different. Please leave me some tips on tricks on how to reuse any leftovers, really.